Imagine the heartbreak of losing loved ones in a tragic accident, and then discovering that the very authorities meant to protect and find them might have dropped the ball. This is the shocking story behind a Cardiff car crash that claimed 3 young lives, now sparking serious questions about police accountability. Just recently, in a development that's been making headlines, 6 police officers are set to undergo misconduct hearings related to their handling of a devastating car crash in Cardiff. The incident unfolded on the night of March 3, 2023, when 5 young people, Sophie Russin, 20, Eve Smith, 21, Darcy Ross, 21, Raphael Jean, 24, and Shane Laughlin, 32, disappeared after a night out. They were last spotted around 2 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time on March 4, 2023, and police quickly suspected they'd been in a car accident. But here's where it gets controversial. The vehicle wasn't located until 2 full days later. When the car was finally discovered on the A48 near Cardiff, the grim reality hit. 3 of the group, the young women Sophie, Eve, and Darcy, had tragically passed away from their injuries. Raphael and Shane, on the other hand, were injured and survived the crash. As you can imagine, this delay in finding the vehicle and the missing individuals left families in agonizing uncertainty. Relatives, including the mother of one of the girls, made frantic, repeated appeals over the weekend to locate their loved ones. Shockingly, she was reportedly told by police to stop reaching out for updates. It's a moment that raises eyebrows. Why would such a directive be given during such a critical search? And this is the part most people miss: the deeper investigation into what went wrong behind the scenes. The Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, the watchdog overseeing police standards, delved into Gwent Police's response to the missing persons reports. They scrutinized whether the cases were properly risk-assessed, reviewed, and allocated the necessary resources. The findings paint a troubling picture of potential lapses in duty. According to the IOPC's statement, several officers are now facing disciplinary action. A sergeant, who was leading the investigation on March 5th, is charged with gross misconduct for inadequate supervision of the missing persons inquiry. This means they might not have ensured the team was following through effectively, which could have slowed down the search. A police constable, PC, faces gross misconduct allegations for neglecting basic inquiries, such as not documenting or sharing key information with superiors, and failing to communicate properly with distraught families reporting their missing loved ones. 2 PCs are accused of gross misconduct for not performing required house searches as per standard procedures and providing false accounts to their supervisor and IOPC investigators. One of these officers was even subject to a criminal probe for misconduct in public office and perverting the course of justice, but the IOPC determined there wasn't enough evidence to refer the case to prosecutors. Another PC is facing misconduct charges for failing to conduct thorough house searches, which are often crucial in missing persons cases to rule out the possibility of individuals returning home or hiding. Finally, a sergeant is accused of misconduct for not reviewing all available data during a risk assessment for the missing women, potentially underestimating the urgency. Deputy Chief Constable Nikki Brain of Gwent Police emphasized that the force collaborated fully with the IOPC and is now proceeding with misconduct hearings and meetings. We acknowledge the impact that this investigation has had on them and understand how important the findings of the IOPC will be to all those affected and the wider community, she stated, showing a commitment to learning from this ordeal. Adding another layer to this complex situation, the IOPC recommended that 3 officers from South Wales Police engage in reflective practice to improve their approaches. South Wales Police confirmed that the investigation highlighted areas for better collaboration with Gwent Police on missing persons inquiries, and they've already put those improvements into action. This case isn't just about one tragic accident. It's a stark reminder of how vital accountability is in policing, especially when lives are on the line. But here's where opinions might diverge. Some argue that these hearings are essential for maintaining public trust in law enforcement, ensuring that mistakes are addressed and not repeated. Others might wonder if the focus on individual officers overlooks larger systemic issues, like underfunding or poor training in handling missing persons cases. For instance, could better technology or interagency communication have prevented such delays? What do you think? Do you believe the misconduct process will bring justice for the families? Or is it just a cosmetic fix? Should police procedures be overhauled nationwide to prevent similar tragedies? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective and spark a meaningful discussion.